Given that 1 inch is exactly equivalent to 2.54 centimeters, a measurement of 7.00 centimeters is equivalent to how many inches? A. 2.76 inches, B. 3 inches, C. 17.8 inches, or D. 20 inches. In general, measurements expressed in different units are directly proportional quantities. A great deal of chemical calculations, not just unit conversions, involve directly proportional quantities. It is, therefore, important you are able to recognize this type of relationship. So, what does it mean when we say two quantities are directly proportional? First of all, when one quantity is 0, then the other quantity must also be 0. You can see that if the length in inches is 0, then the length in centimeters is also 0. Furthermore, when one quantity changes, the other quantity also changes by the same factor. For example, we know that if the length in inches doubles, then the length in centimeters also doubles. Mathematically, we can say that the ratio of the two quantities is a constant. In other words, if L1 is the length in inches and L2 is the length in centimeters, then the ratio of L1 to L2 is equal to the ratio of 1 inch to 2.54 centimeters. L1 inch is to L2 centimeter as 1 inch is to 2.54 centimeters. If we multiply both sides by L2 centimeters, we can cancel L2 centimeters on the left-hand side. What does this mean? If we know the length in centimeters, then all we have to do is multiply it by the ratio of the known equivalents in order to calculate the length in inches. Similarly, if we know the length in inches, we just multiply it by the ratio 2.54 centimeters over 1 inch in order to calculate the length in centimeters. In other words, the general strategy for converting units is to take the known amount and multiply it by a ratio of equivalent amounts. We call this ratio of equivalent amounts a conversion factor. Note that when we set up our conversion factor so that the original unit cancels out when we do the calculation. If we want to convert centimeters to inches, we want centimeters to cancel out. If we want to convert inches to centimeters, we want inches to cancel out. Let's go back to the question. We are given the length in centimeters. So we multiply the length in centimeters by a conversion factor that allows us to cancel out the centimeter unit. Punching these numbers into a calculator gives us an answer of 2.7559055 inches. We round the answer to 3 significant digits. The correct answer is A. Let's review why the answer should only have 3 significant digits. There are 3 significant figures in 7.00 centimeters. Since 1 inch and 2.54 centimeters are, by definition, exact, they do not have any uncertainty. Therefore, the least precise term in this calculation is 7.00, which has 3 significant figures. In general, when doing unit conversions, the numbers in conversion factors are exact, so the number of significant figures in the answer should be the same as the original measurement.